Most people drink whisky without understanding it. G'day, I'm the Whisky Warrant, a warrant officer in the Royal Australian Navy. On this channel, we don't skim the surface, we dive deep into Australian whisky. And I'm not here to criticise, I'm here to understand and help explain what's in the glass. Where better to start my first review than Lark Classic Cask? And more importantly, where better to start than the man behind it, Bill Lark, widely regarded as the godfather of Australian whisky. At a time when distilling in this country had all but disappeared, Bill's foresight helped lay the foundations for modern Australian whisky. Whilst Bill sold Lark Distillery in 2013, his influence still echoes through the industry today. Unfortunately for us, his story doesn't end there. His daughter and his son are both continuing on their own whisky journeys, but we'll cover those in future reviews. Today, we're looking at Lark Classic Cask, a Tasmanian single malt from Pontville, bottled at 43% ABV. This is a no-age statement whisky, matured in first fill sherry and port casks, using both American and French oak barrels. Double distilled, released in 2022, and retailing for around the $200 mark for a 500ml bottle. Now, let's actually see what's in the glass. Before we get to nosing the whisky, let's take a closer look at it. In the glass is a musket colour, suggesting a decent level of cask influence. The legs, moderately slow, not overly thick, but consistent. An early indication there may be a reasonable texture to work with. On the nose, it opens softly. There's a gentle sweetness of stone fruit, fresh orange citrus, backed by light butterscotch, with just a subtle hint of nutmeg sitting underneath. It's approachable, not overly complex, but certainly inviting. On the palate, it comes across clean. Fruity up front, orange citrus and stewed apples lead the way, before shifting to a soft spice, light oak, toffee, and maybe a touch of burnt caramel. It's balanced, easy drinking, but still structured enough to hold your attention. The finish is moderate. It doesn't linger too long, but what's there is clean, slightly warming, and consistent. This is a whisky that understands its role. It's not trying to overwhelm you, it's trying to introduce you. And when you consider where it comes from, that makes complete sense. The Classic Cask feels like a solid representation of Bill Lark's influence on Australian whisky. And after spending some time with it, for me, this sits dived. Balanced and approachable, but not pushing into deeper complexity. For those beginning their Australian whisky journey, this is absolutely worth exploring. So, pour yourself a dram worth appreciating and take some time to dive a little deeper into what's in your glass. For further information, navigate your way over to deepdivewhisky.com.au and feel free to subscribe below to stay up to date with the latest Whisky Warrant reviews. Cheers!